me?
Still, or is it still a one time?
Everyone go gather for brief.
We still have the analytics. We have a
Remember to clack when you ask
Leave
any
for
other
brief.
questions.
We'll see how they get everything down. I think everything's sorted for the mission, so we'll see how things go. Alright guys, so a few updates. Number one, all the regular trucks got converted to gun trucks because we pad the stuff. I finally put that Avenger down that I meant to a week or two ago. Otherwise, map is pretty massive. There are two zones. First is the red zone. Op 4 will be focusing on stuff north of the river. You are entitled to the stuff south of the river. There is, however, an objective where there's some defectors that were rounded up. It's one base commander and 3 squad leaders at the FARP. They're in a building, so you can capture them because they don't want to get to Op 4. But any positions north of the river are going to be taken this week, so anything that you clear out, you'll eventually have to abandon. Actually, never mind. Other than that, the secondary zone is the orange zone. All of those positions are garrisoned by at least 1 or 2 squads and have various goodies. So capturing that will help with the backlog. After this mission, yeah, I mean, we have a lot of potential areas to go and hit, and so does Op 4. So we'll see. If you don't engage Op 4 this time around, pay for pain elements at least directly against you won't start next week. There will be some stuff indirectly against you that'll start for pain next week, but that won't affect the missions. Other than that, I mean, yeah, everything's ready to go. Any questions for me?
Quack.
How's your day, Liru?
Good, busy.
Awesome. Any other questions for Liru, guys?
Are we expecting any threats from Green Force?
No, Green 4's air is all stuck on the other side of the map.
So no Red 4 air assets unless we poke them.
Red 4 will probably be fielding air assets, but as long as you don't touch them, they won't touch you.
Cool.
Follow-up question regarding Op 4. Since they're pushing the northern side of the river, I see here, just based on what we're drawing, it prompted a question. You said if we take positions on the north side of the river, we're just going to lose them, so it's just take and go?
Yes. And those resource weeklies are weekly, so you don't gain anything from assaulting them. The only thing you could potentially gain is at the FARP to get the defectors for intel bonuses and potentially rolls for projects.
So smash and grab.
Yep.
Cool.
And of course, the FARP also has a second base commander there, but you're going to have to captive him.
All right. It'll be up to Mac Marine, guys, what we're doing today. Any other questions for Liru before we give the floor to Macal Marino? Nope. Okay. Hi, Mac. If you're here, you have the floor. What are we doing?
How many people do we have in the squad?
Obsidian is a 9-man.
All right, today's a pretty easy one. I'm going to start moving all their gear. I don't know if they have anything loaded, so I'll just start dragging all this up to the FARP that they chose. Not really any murder today. This is pretty much the last time before we start reintroducing pay-for-pain elements. The first are going to be indirect things to help Op 4 with resources. And then the second is, then we'll have the direct stuff, but pretty much all of Green 4's stuff has been discovered. The only thing left is discover Green 4 stuff in Op 4 territory, so we'll see what they're capable of doing. I really hope they didn't load up the inventory of that. Okay, we're good. So we have those, and I'm assuming this as well. So I'm just grouping all this up, and then we'll drag that over. Thank you, Sapper. So we can tech up Op 4 with money next week. Not necessarily tech them, but you can basically get additional vehicles for them, because there are finite amounts of vehicles in supply that they have. And yeah, we'll get there when we get there, though. Don't worry. Just trying to set all these up in a way that won't get them all murked, but we're just setting all that up. All right. This is high. I've moved everything. Let me know if there's anything else that needs to be moved from the main base. And then I need to open up my phone and load the document so I can easily change things as the operation happens.
Are you using the thing that looks like a tiny cube? I don't have anything for you guys. You can just go. I'll get it up.
But otherwise, hope you're all having a wonderful evening. After this op, I'm going to be doing some large amounts of op dev. Probably won't stream it because I'll be, you know, just casually working on video editing and whatnot, but we do have multiple missions this week, or weekend, both Friday and Saturday, so I'm just going to make sure those will get done in time. But I'm loading up the POG document on my phone so I can add edits in real time. And we'll see how things go. Otherwise, the bonus objective is right in here, so it's 3 squad leaders and a free base commander. There's another base commander here if they want to grab it. All of the vehicles that they destroyed last week got reflected, with the exception of like 1 or 2 that weren't touched, and then all of the vehicles in this vehicle depot were put down. I got Op 4 ready to go over here. I will start their assault in 3 minutes, give or take. And then all the other Op 4, Green 4 areas have also been added.
Command, this is Obsidian. Clear to head off towards Tango 3.
And there's 2 additional base commanders to grab. 1 in here.
Yep.
And I think 1 at the FARP. Those are the only 2 remaining military positions that exist. Oh, no, there's another one over here. All right, well, we'll see if they grab that one, too. But, yeah, no, vehicles have done a good job clearing things.
Radio
so
troubles. We'll be out in like 2 mics.
See how things go. So I'm basically just going to be playing macro for Op 4 to send forces in. I've readied a good chunk of vehicles to utilize, and I also need to ready some 20 or some 8s in play, so gonna keep my 24s to the chest because I don't really have a lot of those, and they're already registering a kill, which means they are rushing out and already starting to do stuff. Broski, you're kill them. Kill them. Bro, you have an AT launcher.
On the way.
That's kind of disappointing. He just completely ignored them. That's annoying. Pay for pain, so I wanted to do some stuff today, but I didn't get to it, so we'll see the indirect stuff start next week. Dragon smacked the shit out of that vehicle, so I'll just have him dismount. 1 more minute, I'll start sending Op 4's elements down, and we'll go from there. This coming Monday is also the final, more than likely the final Anti-Stasi mission we have, and that has full pay for pain elements as well. I just have to figure out how we're going to fight 3 scarabs. But I'm working on some options. We have a grizzly tank, might get some artillery as well, and we'll just pound the hell out of the scarab till it dies.
Command, be advised, Obsidian cleared a patrol in the hills and is engaging point 1, the dam.
Yep.
Alright.
Vanguard stepping off now.
It is roughly 8:05. We're going to start with a scouting vehicle.
Brimstones, infantry squads. Be advised, you have 1 infantryman back at Bob.
Так точно. Так точно.
Broadshore, I assume?
Correct, Mundo. I don't have any light Vics to draw him up, unfortunately. I could probably speed him up in the Roy Cat, but that's a big risk.
No, negative. I'll send a car.
Yeah, I send a car for him in Airgron, if you could.
Ясно. Приступай.
Gonna open up with some airstrikes from those vehicles. I'm going to ready a tank up here. And we're also gonna have infantry running down from the hills here
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
as
Ясно.
Op 4
Приступай.
begin their assault on the northern side.
Copy that.
Bro, come on, this is point blank. Pull that launcher out and hit him. Hit him. Shoot him. Sometimes you just gotta RC it and do it yourself. See if I can push that vehicle. No, Charlotte, we're gonna announce it when the Anti-Stasi stuff is done. Yeah, Charlotte, good news, though. You might be able to play a dedicated artillery role for Monday. We'll see how things play out. My tank got destroyed. That's unfortunate.
Ясно, приступай.
Brimstone, ground command. Ground command, be advised, air assets are in AO on your order. Break. There's spot Red 4 moving in. Red 4 has infantry complements. with
I'm
armor,
waiting to see if these things are going to do
rolling
some
across the
airstrikes
red line
here.
now.
Maybe, maybe not.
We don't really care about the Red 4.
Copy.
Up there, strike.
I'm not sure I'll have money for an MLRS. I'll definitely have money for an artillery tank, but like I said, we'll see what
Copy, is that 5,
what
or
we
which
have the options
one?
for.
Alright.
5, nothing out.
I have some hidden machine gun bunkers in here, so, you know, a wee little bit of jump scaring. And I don't see any Blue 4 going for any of the back cap areas yet, though, so they're going all hands on deck and taking these zones.
This is Hannibal. Did I hear something about tanks or?
Did you just hit the other thing while it was...
JTAG, ground command, be advised, just to confirm 395, resource point 10, gas station, good for strike.
And then...
Currently under.
Copy.
Yeah, say again, point 10 is currently being assaulted by Vanguard.
I've never seen AI fly into each other's strikes like that and get absolutely whiffed. That's a new one.
Ясно, приступай.
That's actually a new one.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Well, none of the resource mining got destroyed.
This is
That's...
Vanguard, point 10 seems to have been abandoned by Green
Damn.
Corps. We will be moving to point 9 shortly.
The XM got AT'd. That's unfortunate. I'm assuming it got AT'd by across the ridge. Because it's visible.
Brimstone, ground forces, I see Sprout got picked up break. We still got a straggler.
So let me go ahead and remove that from the list of bits.
A grand. He is in a squad called...
I love how I didn't
Guard.
add that vehicle for 3 weeks because I forgot about it, and as soon as they deploy it in the AO, that's an AA vehicle, by the way, it gets destroyed.
Hey, firm, this is Duck Guard. That is a late join.
Absolutely
Copy,
incredible.
whenever you get a minute, he's at the FOB for you.
Also, every 10 minutes, I am spawning a Green Force squad. To make this fair, I'm spawning it both on the north and south.
Жду распоряжений.
At this point, I was going to be smart about this, but I'm just going to do swarm tactic.
Так точно.
Anyway, one reinforcing group over here to send in, and then one reinforcing group over...
If they get bolts, they can bomb all the weak resource points on the north and south of the river.
Copy. We'll double check for infantry. Do you want that now or later?
Do that now.
Well, Eric can also start, like, doing surgical strikes on the other zones, but... That's fine, it's max orders. Yeah, that was the only double A vehicle. There's a lot of triple A. I'm not sure they're fielding any of it right now, though.
Start striking targets to the east, starting on the other side of the river. Break. We are also air having up one person for Duck Guard.
Hey, firm, feel free to bring him at point 10.
Another bit of AI crossfire. The BMP just smacked the tank.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Daz wants a TP
Point 10
to
for
Day.
reinsert.
I'm assuming Day is over here. No, I didn't realize that this was an enemy position, otherwise I would have put a patrol around it. I also neglected to put a squad around that position. Whoops. That one I'll still run a group around. They got a GMG hitting the units out there. I'm trying to put AT forces up here. They got long range. A tank pretty much blasting this area. That's cute. From my notes, that was a T-55. This is majority of a rifle squad hit. I mean, OPFOR have about 5,000 manpower, so their losses aren't gonna be that big of an issue. But I'm gonna send some OPFOR vehicles down to pair with...
Brimstone, Crack Command, be advised, airstrikes are starting. Break, Splash 1 Vic, we're cleaning up the enemies on the east now.
everything over there, but as that's going on, Blue4's also hitting this stuff. Whew, a lot of places to look today for action.
Because we have tanks, we focus on the height of the dam.
Copy all.
Animal is unable to engage your line of sight.
Adjusted settings so we have line of sight.
That is an aircraft down. Ethan's out there on his own. I'm gonna go murk him. Dream crashed into a tree. Alright, well, we have 2 more of those planes. Rip Bozo, right? Also, thanks, ActionNet. Appreciate it. Frames are tough because we have a lot going on in this AO at the same time. There's not really much I can do about that.
Ясно, приступаем. Ясно, приступаем. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Готов действовать. Так точно. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
So yeah, we got all sorts of crazy stuff going on over here. So these guys just blitzed up to the hydro dam. Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm fine if it doesn't. I lag the fuck out there.
Skill issue.
Yep.
We have 2 more. Go get them.
Yeah.
How'd I end up there? Huh. It's supposed to be down there. Hi, Projan. How you doing?
Brimstone infantry elements, I-55, full security to your south, break.
It's another
Group
dead
20 infantrymen
T-55.
Killed some missed foot soldiers coming up on you from the south, including ground command. It
That's
looks like
an
a
AF
civilian.
vehicle.
You got Misk in the trees behind you south.
I think that's another BMP one that got destroyed. That's fine.
Say again, contact south of Virginia. Misk infantry, forest. I killed one. Just keep your head on a swivel. It's not a group. Roger.
Что?
We also have a battle tower at point 4, please destroy that.
Ясно, приступаем. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Точно. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
The Vanguard 19 is
Not gonna lie though, they're actually blitzing through that quicker than I thought, so.
Can we move to the farm?
Blue 4 needs to step up the pace here.
Stand by, airstrike coming in on battle tower.
I did have a lot of AT up on that tower to stop anything from coming down. That is also the hardest position. These guys might be blitzing for that element there, then they're going to back cap. They're going to have to be quick about it, though, or have air pick them up and leapfrog them over, but...
Brimstone ground command be advised. Chopper advises he killed the infantry break. The tower did not fall.
Another T-55 down. That's my BMD one.
Airstrike missed by 2 points.
That position cooked off. That's only 2 resources. Okay. Op 4 taking casualties as they're trying to move their forces in. These guys somehow lost a wheel.
Be advised, second airstrike coming down from 4.
Так точно. Так точно.
Offense. I say, I'll be fine.
The second flashbang got caught and it stopped Angel. Okay, he got knocked. I switched to the other weapon, too slow.
Brimstone, ground command to attack King of Kings. Gonna get a mark on map for guns.
Yes.
EI, copy.
Alright, that one was a bit mean. He should have shot me, though. Now, are these guys gonna go for the swim, or are they just holding? It almost came back! It almost came back! Oh no! Broski's almost magic missiled!
Obsidian.
You do know there's a bad guy on an MG bunker to your east you guys walked past twice already.
I guess you should have shown us that I missed him, but no, I didn't know that.
Did he just fall through it? That's amazing. I mean, what are physics? Looks like they're starting to stage.
Sorry, so do you need us to handle an MG bunker, or you got it?
And I have no idea what this man is aggroed on. Oh yeah, we do have the tankette right here, do we? It's a standoff, and then the crew on theirs died. Try to rush that back. We'll see if they respond. Broski's now a submarine, I guess. And they got a good chunk of captives. Do you have a rocket? Yeah, do you not? You know, I'll give it to you. You actually can't see where that is. I can see it till he started shooting at me.
Right. so we have guns, dagger, and then guns and missiles. I assume dagger, and then just missiles. Whoops, my bad.
This is Hannibal. Be advised, it looks like we have enemy infantry coming in from the west. They're coming in from the east. My apologies.
I'm gonna AT that then if it gets up to a green 4 group.
Brimstone ground, strike on 4 done. BDA.
I don't know. I can't see.
Copy.
He didn't bind his cable ties. That's funny.
Too close.
All right, these guys are trying to do the strike on this. I mean, we got a 50 cal. We have that. We got the
Copy.
guy over there. Let's see if they can get these personnel out.
All forces, second airstrike coming down on 4. Be advised on your advance.
Command, this is Obsidian message. Command,
This thing is
be advised,
actually being retarded.
4 times POWs at the dam, the base commander, a squad leader, and 2 others. If you want, we can handle transport back to the FOB.
Yeah, right.
This is... Ooh, wrong guy.
Go ahead and leave them there somewhere open where they live, and I'll pick them up.
Roger, leaving them there. Moving to point 2. Well, actually, we're clearing point 2 right now.
Looks like 3.
Roger that. One more POW at 2, by the way. Just a group.
If you can, POWs.
Yeah, I'll move the POWs from 2 to 1, and then we'll step up.
Brimstone to ground command.
Yep.
Do you want me to have them picked up
Sure,
at 1, or do
pretty
you
sure
want
that was a
me to move all the way
misping.
back to the FOB and be picked up?
We have enemies coming in from the north, south.
Copy. To confirm to Obsidian, Brimstone Obsidian,
So
you're
that
dropping
Vic's gonna
those
pull.
at 1.
A firm should be 5 times POWs.
They're both dead,
at
so I'm
1.
gonna
Commander,
unkey
squad
him
lead,
to let
3
these
grunts.
forces continue going.
Copy, will babysit.
Alright, and then we've got these groups here. I'm gonna send up that way, and then we're gonna start sending things over. Anything else that's gonna get a free repair here? Copy and paste to reset its frickin' pathing. Awesome. Bring that thing around. Yeah, so Blue 4, so Op 4 didn't get anything because they put all their money on getting cable ties and flashbang grenades. Blue 4 bought their next tier of weapons, which is tier 4. And then they got M16A3s with 30-round Stanags.
Once the POWs are ready.
Dragon AT launchers, and then another random buy, some
Be
AH-6 Little
advised,
Birds.
The dagger, excuse me, Dominator.
Correction, the
AK
ability to
Blackhawk
buy
backing up for
Little
tasking.
Birds. They haven't bought any actual Little Birds. I'm trying to think. I think Blue 4 bought one more thing, I just can't remember what it is at the moment. Alright, now this driver's done being stupid. Just respawning it.
How's it going, Vanguard?
This is Vanguard. We are assaulting the FARP, encountering some resistance, but pushing
Putting
through.
that group down there, and then this guy, I don't know if he'll like retreat or what. He just airstruck that, alright. Got a few guys that drowned in the river, probably Green 4 personnel. And these guys are continuing their assault. Thank you, Roadshot. Most of that garrison's hit. Start folding all green 4 vehicles back, which is going to create an opening. Trying to turn those forces around. Green 4 guy just got run over. That's funny. But yeah, AT guys are normally put on one of the like higher areas so they can see where things are. Battle tower here was taken out. And that also managed to kill the officer, probably in the shockwave. That somehow went over even though I lined it dead center. What? There we go. Jesus, you had to underrange that one. Kind of weird, but okay, I'll take it.
Brimstone, Vanguard, be advised. T55A, northwest of you, unknown if Green 4 or Op 4. Be careful.
Say again, direction.
Northeast.
Affirm.
I'm gonna respawn them because they're going in the river, but I mean, I am late on spawning stuff anyway, so I'm going to...
This is Brimstone to Vanguard. I would hunker down if you can. Break. Air support coming in to get those Vics off you.
I'm late on the spawn, so I'm spawning 2 of them, but they're a little early. Rose has a blowpipe out. I think missed.
This is Vanguard. There is a BRDM near the FARP to its south.
ZU-23 superiority. Ah, he's on con.
City in point 3 cleared. 1 times POW grunt. Clear to move to 4.
Yep, go ahead, move off.
All right, let's start committing cleanup here.
Ground command, or Brimstone ground command. Yep. Green 4 is rolling in their AA. Black Hawk is down.
Замечен противник. Солдат. Юг. 50 метров.
I got a ZSU and a standby.
Op 4 can't capture, but that's mainly a mechanic to capture, whatchamacallit.
Brimstone,
Blue 4.
Vanguard, do you have a friendly BRDM?
This is Vanguard negative. Vanguard has no armored support.
Vanguard, watch your head. That BRDM gets splashed then.
We're backed up. Vanguard got 2 tanks supporting them. Tanks, 1 attack.
This is Hannibal. We're going to be pulling up in at least 2 mics.
Like, I'm not gonna pretend I knew what was going on there. These guys are stalling a little bit. Falcon flew back. He's doing field repairs. All right. Once again, this BMP really freaking tests me. And my patience. If I watch it go in the river again, I'm going to be annoyed. All right, delete all bodies back here. I'll leave some dead around there just to add some cool cinematic. And Op 4 continue their advance. 9 more minutes till the next reinforcing wave. These guys are slowly assaulting this position. That guy's taken out. Op 4 literally a few minutes away from clearing the other spot.
Be advised, we've got the 6 loaded break. Huey is helping the Black Hawk crew home.
You have a
break.
captive right there.
Air is advising that coming in from the blind, possible green port.
They've made LZs to basically hit all those positions, which is smart. Alright, the eels eat him because that was stupid. Buddy, you should probably finish reloading that.
Brimstone to Vanguard.
Go for Vanguard.
Vanguard, advisement from Air. You have a T-55 coming in from your northeast. Unknown if Op 4 or green port. Keep your eyes up.
Say again, T-55 northeast.
Unknown if Op 4 or northeast east.
A firm.
Air is hopefully keeping an eye on that. Hey, I want to go fishing, yeah, right? Let's appreciate it.
This is Hannibal. We'll engage if we can.
PID as hard as you can.
Understood.
Guys napping in a lowered tent.
Be advised, correct.
They captive all those guys. All right, now they need to grab them and go because Op 4 is literally one firefight away from securing that and then moving on.
Have air start softening up the outpost to the south.
Copy.
Avoid the vehicles and structural damage to the points.
And these are some of the
No
last few
structures, no
positions
vehicles
for them to
to
grab.
the east, yes.
Delete bodies behind
On
them.
the outpoints to the south.
Gotcha.
And then they're just going to go hopping on other positions for the remaining
Vanguard,
hour and a
we have
half.
secured the FARP and are currently holding, taking fire from the south. There are 4 times captive.
With that vehicle supporting, I don't think there's anything they can do. And most of the guys are down in that area. We got a few people just holding that blocking position, but Op 4 is slowly advancing.
At the Black Hawk, support Vanguard.
Say again for Vanguard.
Miner got shot.
After Black Hawk, support Vanguard.
You can hear how tired Mac is, though. Good God.
Black Hawk went down to CPU fire. I'm currently arrived back to base. I'll be back up in the next 3 minutes.
Yep.
So they're marking that as needs repairs. I mean, that just won't get destroyed this week. It'll just be recovered.
We also need a lift out for the prisoners at Vanguard Point.
If Dream wasn't up, I'd actually try to, like, get an Op 4 helicopter over there to steal that for funsies.
This is Vanguard. We are ready for something to come pick up these fucking captives whenever you are.
Brimstone last. Be advised, Air's little.
Here, you know what? I'm second.
Go ahead and mark on map.
I'm second guessing it. So,
Hey, firm.
Mark on map where captive's at.
Mark
if I stayed RCing him, he would have gotten that. So we're gonna do something.
Vanguard, leave 18 to cover them. Push south with your rest of your forces.
I want an open Ural.
Roger.
See if they have any vehicles at that resource vehicle. If not, just blow it up.
Something in... I guess the red can also work. just to showcase that we're taking captives. I'm going to say this guy is hunted down and gets captived.
Command, this is Obsidian. 2 times Grunt secured at position 4. Base commander died. New orders?
You still have 9, or is that 5?
Why not? We have those materials.
Roger. Number 5.
Those aren't the final kits I'm going to be using, by the way. Those are just placeholders till I actually have to build them out.
Just move the prisoner with you for now.
Sorry, say again, Command.
Move the prisoner with you for now.
Now we're just waiting for those guys to move on.
Too full to do that.
Damn.
Drop them somewhere and have air pick them up.
Just execute them, I guess.
Just execute them. Okay, maybe not that, but, you know... Good soldiers follow orders. What did you do? What?
Dinosaurs on the Vic's bug.
Vanguard, hi.
What?
Dinosaur on the Vic is bugged.
Yep. When you go along
Okay.
line, you just march along across this bridge and then left up to that point.
Brimstone, ground command.
Yep.
Be advised, Blackhawk is down. We're in the process of getting the
I
pilot
hope
home
that
and getting
deep
the red
copy
home break.
copied the
Dagger, aka your plane,
inventory, because if it didn't, not much I can do.
A1 through A9 right now.
Yeah, looks like it did.
Taxi, aka Huey, is doing transport. All air is preoccupied at the moment.
How many Black Sox do we have left?
All of them. We're just taking the wreck home, and then we should have another one. It should be whatever we had before. I don't know the number off the top of my head.
Probably just have the Huey fly also at Black Hawk.
Copy, copy. Be advised. We're gathering the HBTs at 7. I'll let you know when they get picked up from 7. Break. It's going to be a minute, though. Air's really busy right now.
We're gonna need air to be not too busy for the rest of the op. We're switching to air cav.
Copy. Due to the strike down, I'll try to get them to double time it.
Yeah, just have the jets struck the targets to the south. Have the jets start stopping targets from Alpha 1 and Alpha 10. And try to get the Huey or the Blackhawks up here for transport.
Op 4 do move in herds. Oh, they are running out of time.
Do I see the high command?
Hello? Send message.
Can we have the 3 captives processed at this newly captured fob?
No, they have to be brought back to main base to be interrogated. We've been over this.
I wasn't told that, so okay then.
It's always been that way. I've let it slide when we've been close to index. Anyway, I got a reply. Hey, I just heard that's the last position before here was taken. We need to leave, otherwise Op 4 will slaughter us all.
To ground command.
You'll be fine, don't worry.
We're going to fucking die.
Fucking ow, defense.
Why are they attacking that?
On the ground command.
Op 4's not set to hostile yet, but if they see Blue 4, that's going to change.
Ground, you copy?
Yeah.
Brimstone, ground command. Ground command, the bullshit, the aircraft's going home break and we're getting
You
ready
don't
to
get
take
it. We
things
need
home.
to
Do you
run.
want
We're
two
all about to
Blackhawks or
die.
Blackhawks?
I would like to point out, one of the prisoners is saying that we need to run because we're about to die. Op 4 is about to
You are the dumbest motherfucker.
I just fucking put it over radio.
We need to fucking go. You need to grab us and we need to go to the border. Do you hear that BMP? That is an op for BMP.
Grab prisoners, fuck them up.
Vanguard, pulling entire force to 2. Say again. Move your entire team to the south.
Roger, this is Vanguard. We are moving the prisoners south.
They
are speaking to us and saying that Op 4 is going to assault Point 7 and fuck us up, so we're going to consolidate south. Over.
I really hope they don't put it on the runway because we do have... Oh no, the plane's landed? Okay. I don't think he exploded, darn. You guys are gonna be hella confused. But yeah, guys, you're still in their territory. You still need to like go, like, you know, get out of here. You've only bought yourselves like a few minutes. Here, let's add to the terror.
To us, see the Vanguard.
Does Vanguard send it?
I've just put down LD Vanguard. Find a place for us to land. That is going to be a mass pickup. Once you've found that, make sure you've moved the marker properly.
Affirm. Do that on the other side of the river. Vanguard cross the river.
Negative. Vanguard cannot cross the river. We have 4 captives, one of which is the base commander.
Let's swim.
Brimstone to all friendlies, leave your captives either at 4 or 7. We are in the middle of evacuating HVTs.
Oh, you know what I need to check for? If there's dead blue for.
This is Vanguard. Point 7 is hot at this time. Op 4 is considered to be moving that direction.
We already have captured blowpipes, so that's not a technological gain. I don't think any Blue 4 died over here, otherwise I'd be able to potentially reverse engineer some of their stuff.
Air, be advised, we have just reconfigured the
Actually,
LZ.
no. All of Blue 4's infantry gear is inferior to Op 4's, never mind. It's vehicles that would be important. Did Mac just grab a guy and he's just gonna run with him? That's
Command,
funny as
this
hell.
is Obsidian. 5 is clear. Are we heading to a pickup or drop-off point?
Anyway, massive amount of infantry coming. I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen. If they catch up, I'm gonna have to bust some heads. So now it's a bit of a race.
To us, see the Vanguard.
Vanguard, send it.
We've got a bird coming for immediate pick. You are to get the captives in, get yourselves in. The pilot will take you out.
Vanguard doesn't have room.
It's got the 27 slaughter, Mac.
A Black Hawk.
Oh wait, that's Dominator. Never mind. I thought you were talking about the Chinook. My bad.
Well, if there's no room, then Vanguard can swim. They're mobile.
He swam with the captive, funny enough.
Mac, do you want us to divert the Chinook? Because we got it grounded back here at 4. Okay, we're taking the people at 4 home then.
Get the MiGs.
Obsidian ground.
This is Obsidian, go ahead.
Stash your vehicle at point 4, and then load up into the Chinook as well.
Roger. Transferring to point 4, loading into the heli.
Once you're in the heli will take you to Alpha 1 point. Way back to there.
Roger. Transported to Alpha 1, copy.
Oh, they had room for everybody! Ah!
Vanguard, we are extracting in Blackhawk now. Eyes on a Russian
Oh, consider all for hostile then.
Enemy fast movers in the sky.
All of them considered hostile. Weapons free.
Let's see if someone actually listens to that order, because that's going to end very, very badly. Thank you, Hunter.
Did the Chinook leave?
This is Brimstone to Ground Command. We're taking the HBT straight home. Do you want us to take anybody else home with us?
Yeah, the entire Obsidian.
You want Obsidian and Ground to go home?
No, I wanted them to go to Alpha 1.
Copy, making it happen. Stand by.
Gonna pull the jets back slightly. But yeah, just as proof of, you know, we were kind of hot on their heels here. Also, that's not what Op 4 looks like. Their real stuff is actually a little more advanced. Again, I just didn't feel like
Vanguard Alpha 2, Brimstone Vanguard.
setting all that up.
There's a Vanguard.
Stand by for dust off, 5 minutes or less.
Now, Vanguard is currently in a Blackhawk en route towards the airport to drop off these prisoners, and then we will move.
Do you have all of you in that Blackhawk?
A firm, everyone fit.
Copy. Never mind then.
Have the Blackhawk drop you up on the way.
Yep. Gotcha.
There's Vanguard. We've already arrived at the airport.
Well, you don't need to jump out of the chopper then. Just stay in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have anything we can glean from the F4 because it's the first gen, for Blue 4, it's the first gen jet engine aircraft. And Op Force is the MiG-21, but, you know, you never know. I don't think it's gonna gain anything, though, because they're the same tier. I think they're both tier 2. But we'll see. It looks like there was some minor airstriking here. That or they armored themselves. Hard to say. Alright. I'll let them all compile everybody, and then we'll start counting its names and whatnot. But yeah, if they take all these zones, we can start moving to other ones, because they have a little over an hour.
Chinook's coming back on the way. Be advised, update on transportation. All HVTs have been unloaded. Dominator is taking Vanguard to 8-2. Chinook is coming back up your way right now, Ground Command.
Okay.
I have a funny idea. I have a really funny idea. What if we steal that vehicle?
We could really use another helo pilot.
That is, I agree, yeah.
Let's go steal it. Scouts over here would report seeing it.
You know what? Once we get back to the
Brimstone.
airport, I'll grab a Blackhawk as well.
The heist.
Brimstone to ground command, same LZ or new LZ?
Point 4.
No, not the new one, the old one. Are you being picked up at LZ Vanguard or point 4?
Back in the air and heading towards A2.
Lower that heli a little bit.
All forces, Big 21 lurking high north.
Where is our jet?
Copy. Be advised, 2 minutes out, point 4. Nope, coming in right now.
This is Vanguard. We have touchdown and are assaulting our objective. Over.
Okay, we're just gonna pretend. Just that shouldn't have happened. He should have snapped his rotor back. In terms of he should have gone up.
Here, we're picking up infantry first.
But
and then the
that's
Vic.
fine.
Where are we going after?
Because usually what happens is the engine will or the AI will immediately snap back and reset its altitude to go higher. But in that case, he did not for some weird reason.
Roy Cat also altitude or Roy Cat somewhere else?
Nick, I haven't checked the Roy Cat altitude as well.
All right, gentlemen, we have heisted. Oh, shit. I have their tier 4 missile technology. What tier is my missile technology? It's also tier 4, but it's not guided like the Dragon. That's gonna give me a bit of a benefit.
Command, Obsidian.
Yep.
Did I hear wrong? Is this helicopter going to Alpha 2, but we're not doing Alpha 1 then?
Anyway, we're gonna keep that our little secret. Anything else that was good in there? I'm gonna do a double check. We already had stun grenades. I mean, I'm not doing tiers of stun grenades for them, but yeah, that's interesting. I think that's the only, like, if we didn't buy stun grenades last time, then we would have gotten them then. Quite interesting indeed.
This is Vanguard, Alpha 2 secure, ×1 RP Vic.
diagnosis on that at all? When you actually do all the math and you add up the specific fuel quantity.
Retask Obsidian to Alpha 1.
Hey, son, they match the pointer and the turtle launcher. Is that never moving at all on the left internal, or is it staying the same? You know, CFC's would have thought off the left internal wing tank, and it's not.
Underbarrel rounds for underbarrel grenades. I think I already have those. I'll write it as a note, though, just...
5, flight of 2, flight level 190, 11 miles in trail.
Anyway, we're going to rate that as 10, because they lost one.
Baron, bombs in 2, bombs in 2.
Interesting how all that stuff happens. Yeah, we'll see what's that, we'll see.
The crew off at Alpha 2.
Alright, anyway, let's do a head count here. 2 riflemen captive. 3, 4, 5 riflemen captive. 6 riflemen captive.
301 marking 17024 Angels 9.
That's it? Wow. I was expecting a bit more.
Dominator, do you read? Would you be so kind as to land so we could get a lift to our next objective?
I can do that, Mark and LD. I'll get Dominator that way.
4 o'clock, 15 miles, slightly high, cold as well.
This is Hannibal, plan for tasking.
130 close.
Vanguard currently at Vanguard Mark.
What is that, 3 squad leads and 2 officers? Yeah.
Stand by Vanguard. Dominator's coming for you.
With you at right to join.
Cool. That gives them a high chance for projects, we'll
This
see.
is Vanguard. Blackhawk has already touched down, so we could just take him out of here.
Correct, Mundo. That's it. Yeah, we're on the same page.
Some chuckleheads drowned that way.
Hey, firm.
Alright.
Blackhawk equal Dominator. Yeah, Falcon's gotcha.
Everything there is recovered. There's stuff here. That's another 50 cal turret.
Diagnosis on that at all? When you actually do all the math and you add up the specific fuel quantities.
So we have that.
Hey, son, they match the pointer and the turtle launcher. Is that never moving at all on the left internal?
Cool. No, this isn't a captured fob, so that's technically garrisoned by a Blue 4 garrison, logic-wise. Oh my gosh, this radio overlap is gonna kill me. Please shush. There we go. Shut him up!
At 190. Brimstone, ground command.
Yep.
Oh, you're still in here with that.
There still is some QRF due.
Vanguard, just to make sure we are aware there is a vehicle for resource at A2.
Vanguard, I cleared up enemy contacts on the exterior. All there is interior.
Because it would be
Roger
an
that,
escape
thank you,
option
Dominator.
here, and then radio chatter disabled, but sometimes it'll still stay on, so not much I can do about that.
This is Hannibal, we're heading to A5 at this time, over.
See, like I disabled it, it's still going, so it's like, alright, c'est la vie.
Retest to the north, they can start hitting any or air assets or vehicles they see on the ground or destroying points across the river.
Dominator to Vanguard, you got a guy in that oil tower? I don't know what the fuck that is. Just the red and white one.
Copy. Oil tower.
17023 Angels 8, expected approach time 32, approach button 15.
You also have contacts to the east. I'm coming around to mop them up.
Hey, firm, thank you.
I'm gonna make a note about this heli wreck. That might come up as a bonus objective for next time. But we'll see what happens from there. With Op4 taking all of that, I might also say they hit those positions with their remaining hour, just to keep things even.
Stone to ground, daggers on the way up north now.
We'll see how many other captives they manage to grab. But yeah, now it's just casual. Because, so let me explain the campaign. All of the new green positions did not exist to Blue 4 beforehand. So as the reason why it's important to tape captives is so that Blue 4 discovers where these locations are. White means that they've been consumed. And then blue means they're weeklies that produce every so often. But let me give you an example of why it's important. Blue 4 recently got an upgrade that lets them see the exact Op4 resource count in all resource positions. So I had to add a bunch of them that Op4 was taking through dice rolls. Because when I made this campaign, it was pretty much this marked up. There's still like another big chunk of marks up here I have to do. But they haven't been discovered yet. So all of these green 4 positions have been recently discovered over the past, I want to say, 2 or 3 missions because they found everything that was local to them, so I started backfilling everything. But Op4 have like 150 resources per week because of all their territory. Blue 4 can get that if they go back and take things because they only have about 95 right now. Which is why Op4 has such a high technology advantage because Blue 4 lost a lot of time fighting pretty much this AO for like 3 or 4 weeks, you know?
A firm.
All stations, this is high. In the event we clear everything out of the orange zone and we still have time, we can start moving to additional zones outside of the orange zone. I will be dictating those zones if we get there and still have time left over.
404, Marshall 17023, Angel Data, Section 32.
Bangkok ground.
Vanguard, send it.
So yeah, now it's just a lot of me doing things, so let's look.
Alpha 4, heard.
All forces, if you find resource vehicles, etc., drag them outside.
None of the AGSs were destroyed. There was one BMD-10 that was destroyed.
We have moved the RPVIC into open ground. Copy.
Obsidian pickup will be shortly. The boxcar, there's a pickup.
I can't believe those 2 gunships smacked each other, though. That was a little annoying. Yeah, in terms of all vehicle losses, that was that. Yeah, pretty much. So I don't have them dynamically placed because I didn't want that to be a thing because it's really easy to use like Air's radar system to find ground vehicles.
Roger.
So instead it was just kind of a discovery thing, because I'll also say this. There's supposed to be a project in this area. Like this is gonna have like a massive custom base tied to it. But that's only if they find out the project exists. But like this is where a project is going to be if they discover it. There's like a few other places on the map. Op4 I've discovered 2 projects by now.
Ground command, daggers advising that green 4 and red 4
but they're small ones. They don't really do much. Plus, one of them they can't even use till they hit tier 5 on vehicles, so.
239.
Say that be.
He wants to shoot anything down that shows up.
He did. He's saying his scopes are clear. Everybody, including us, has pulled out. It's just him and the birds. He's asking what you want him to do now.
Guess it's softening up the south.
Copy.
Literally just gonna group them back to that guy. So now it's just a lot of cleaning up in Blue 4 rapidly catching up, but Op 4 again I'm gonna be a lot more aggressive in taking Green 4 territory. Plus, now that I have a rudimentary intel system for Op 4, I'm gonna do the same dice rolls that Blue 4 do. So stuff that they discover, I might, you know, do for myself.
Brimstone, Obsidian, are you on mark here? A1? We got... Am I dumb? Was this not my helicopter? Did I fuck up?
This is your helicopter.
Just go wherever you want to go, Obsidian. But I would say the rest of this stream is literally just a bit of like a debug.
Going to Alpha 5.
Gotcha.
To kind of catch Blue 4 up. Let's see, what are you? You are a squad leader, so that's another actually semi-important guy to grab, because he does have Project Roll chance.
We need a pickup for a vehicle at one of the points for the Huey.
Copy, which point?
It was Alpha 2, didn't mark that for a while.
Gotcha. I will go and try my best.
Almost got him with that keyhole shot. I think I just disabled his gun with that one.
We just touched down, assaulting the A4 now.
This is Hannibal. We engaged multiple targets at A4.
Air's doing okay.
Should be mostly clear.
Dream had a lag
Thank you,
spike and
Hannibal.
crashed over here, and now a Mystery Wreck is in Op 4 territory. I'm not sure it's going to do anything, though.
Brimstone ground, all forces are touchdown. Air assets are moving to other taskings you ordered
Because I'm
earlier.
pretty sure, like, they're the same tier as the MiG-21, so I don't think Op 4 is going to gain anything. However, I did steal some other Blue 4 tech, which is pretty nice, because they left me a treat on the border, and since they incurred into my territory, I decided to incur into theirs and steal a gun truck that was filled with Dragon AT missiles. So, originally I had dedicated missile technology for Tier 5 for Op 4. I'm going to make it a little easier now to get that.
Yep, all friendly forces
545s are Tier
A5.
3, while MiG-21s are Tier 2? Oh,
wrong
shit. Okay, no, I am going to be able to get something out of that. It's not going to be a total gain because it's a wreck, but it's going to be... How would I word this? Like, if it took me 5 weeks to get jets, it's instead going to take me 4 weeks. Like, it's going to be a very slight gain because, again, it's a wreck. But it's a wreck in my territory, which means I, you know, can recover that. The whole reason we don't do wrecks in this campaign is because you can't tow
A4
wrecks.
clear, we have ×1 captive.
Which I wish we could, but, you know, it's a limitation within the game engine at this time.
Move on to A10.
A10, roger.
Brimstone, Obsidian, I worked it out with your pilot. Just keep the
But that's
HVT
why
on
I
your
noted
bird.
the
I said you
Mi-24,
could just keep
or
air
excuse me,
cabin with you.
Mi-8 going down in their territory. That'll probably turn into a custom objective, and I'll make like a custom little bit of rebels
Sorry,
to fight for
Vanguard,
it.
I meant Dominator. Dominator is going to help you out, Vanguard. Just keep the HVT with you and keep schmoving.
A-Fern, HVT is inside the helo.
Copy.
Oh shit, they're not spawned yet.
Command, this is Obsidian. Engaging contacts far southwest. Point 5 itself is clear. Resource Vic and busted ass Land Rover.
Copy, move the vehicle outside.
It's okay, we can just like forego the perimeter fence. I can like blend in the infrastructure. That's a really funny way to do it, but I mean, F it. We gotta do what we gotta do. And then one of these is literally just like we grab that and that. I can delete the rest of that, doesn't matter. I somehow copied the wrong thing. Amazing. Why is Angel saying clap, clap, clap? What did they do? Who accidentally died?
Vanguard, Dominator's gonna pull off to drop off this captive. Be right back.
Bay firm.
The Ruika can move on to Alpha 7.
Currently in the middle of repairs. We will do so.
Oh, and I need the tank. We don't need the pipes. The pipes are extra. And then I'll just, like, have 2 dynamic patrols around it. It's fine. And then this one we need the vehicles. Which they're in the process of towing some, so cool. All right. It's all right. When life gives you lemons, you just start doing it. But I don't have them spawn because, again, frames. And people were reporting it was a little laggy today, so that's because we had a lot of stuff down at the same time. Frames have since recovered, but framey. Very, very framey. I'm assuming that's all tied to the fact that they have a captive and they're bringing him back because he still has those movement orders. And then that's a +3. No, +2. Need to write that down. Because Op4's resource count does matter.
There's another helicopter up that isn't a me? Please tell me?
There's Vanguard. As far as I'm aware, you're the only helo in this area.
Well,
No, we have 3.
Good to know.
I am the air defense.
This is Hannibal. Due to our unableness to keep up with the helicopters, we are RTB.
Copy.
On my way over.
Should be relatively close to you.
Here, if I blend in, maybe he'll fly over me and I'll hit him. Uh-oh.
Command, Obsidian. Alpha 6 clear. I think I still see people at 7.
Yeah, go ahead, take that.
Just hide him there.
Oh, that is across the river, so I'm the healer.
Brimstone, ground command, you scared the shit out of us. We almost dusted you. Please let us know next time if you take the other Blackhawk.
I didn't tell you twice.
I didn't hear Max say it, but at the same time, that also was because I was panically making stuff, so I probably didn't catch it. There's a difference of being the game master versus being the squad leader.
Vanguard, if you want, you can load him into the bird so you can medic him. I can spin for a few minutes.
There's Vanguard, just sit tight. We will be moving to you shortly.
Load the casualties. I'll do circles real quick. I don't mind.
Good enough. Good enough for government work. Do I still have my deep copy? Yes. All right. We have 45 minutes remaining. I think we might be able to get to these 3, but we're definitely not getting to those. Unless they speed things up here. But they're definitely rubber banding things. Those 2, I think, just around. These chuckleheads I'm going to go have just run off because they're not even getting there quick enough. And then, you know, we have all these positions lined up out here, so...
Agent captured. Where we're
It's
going
because
next.
they called that they needed another helicopter, so Mac decided to just fill into the heli.
Say again, 8?
Yep, Alpha 8.
A firm, Alpha 8.
Brimstone to Vanguard, are you going to need air cav?
This is Vanguard. We are currently inside Dominator.
Copy, never mind me then.
We have a... I think that's another squad lead. I'm trying to remember if I deleted the other one I counted or not, but I think I did, so I'll just count that as 5. Doesn't matter. The amount of people they've like captured and not cashed in because they just left them there is also pretty massive, so... Looks like they got a few more. They took one over here and forgot about, so yeah. I think they're just grabbing them as they go. Do I monkey wrench their plan? Here, I'll hit that tree. Boop! Oh, that hit behind. Is that a fake tree or is that just a bad texture? That was a bad texture. I thought that was a tree. Yeah, so they're putting them right there, so that's the additional 2. Alright.
Mr. Wood gets the land.
I find it funny if they air towed the Rucat around and just had it like strike things with its HE cannon. That would be pretty funny.
On Alpha 9 from the west.
Brimstone, ground command. We've got more HPTs dropped off at base. You have your Black Hawk, your Huey, and your plane free for tasking.
Yep, Black Hawks for the infantry squads. Out of these one Chinook on standby.
KK.
See, Mac's not gonna fly right over me like someone like Falcon might. Am I... Okay, it looked like I was slipping backwards. I'm like, oh god.
Brimstone, ground command. We have the Chinook, the Black Hawk, the Huey, and the plane ready for you.
Ah, balls.
Fuck you too, High Cop!
Yeah, this Vanguard Alpha 7 is still hot.
It's 3 more. And that was the rocket jetting back there. And 1 RP Vic. 2 RP Vic. Let me note that. So that is 9 now for the rifleman tally, and then 2 RP Vics. Which I could have sworn we had some... Could have sworn there was like 1 down there. I have no idea what happened to it, though. Did they tow it over here? No?
Alright, Alpha 7
Alright, well, they're
should
not
be
coming
clear
back
now.
up
It was
there.
the guy on top of the tower who woke back up.
Hey, he never went down in the first place.
Marked up.
Roger, yeah, the resource vehicle's coming out. Do you
Yeah,
want
they
us to
got
just
the
take the
LZs
Land Rover to
marked,
the next
but-
one? It's pretty close.
No.
Roger.
Yeah, they could land it, but that's fine. Thanks, Crimson. Yes, the list is going to come out next week. I didn't have enough time to finish it this week because let me explain a few things that happened. One, I had to change mechanics in this mission last second because Mac is the official ground commander again, but the previous ground commander gave me a list of things for upgrades, and then Mac overrode that list and changed everything but one thing. So I had to go back in the mission file, change all of that, and then export a new mission file. And then I'm working a lot on the Saturday mission file for the next Congo op because that's all custom. And that's going to take me a hot second. It's almost done, but there's a lot that still needs to be done with it. And then I have to work on a Dread Spire later today as well, so... I'll let him come in for another pass. No, way short again. However, another AT guy's firing, but I really hope he didn't just kill himself. Oh, wow, that dropped like a frickin' rock.
RPGs fired. I don't know where they're going, but I hear rockets exploding in the air around me. Bastard.
That's part of the fun. All forces, this is high. I've drawn a green box on the map that encompasses 3 more positions. Those are fair game. We still have 37 minutes. I think after that we should be at time, but just in case we aren't, I have the next 3 ready, just not garrisoned yet. I'll enable those if I see that we blitz through the rest.
I'm there, Vanguard. How you guys doing?
Dang.
Cool. Doing all right.
Ah, he's uncon.
Where is all Brimstone? They have 6 people, right?
Dream honestly should land and get a heli instead and just help with transport because there's not really anything jet related that's needed for the rest of this mission. Like now it's all resources, so there's not much to, you know, airstrike specifically.
How many ground crew did we have?
3, they were in Patch's Bird when they were
Only 2 deaths too. Huh.
They should still be on net.
That means we're not going to lose any resources to attrition this week. That's
currently engaging.
That's never happened before.
Limited success.
It's been 20 missions and we finally have a near no deaths mission, and I don't have to take any resources away for death tax. Because it's rounded, it's every 10 deaths, but it's rounded, so past 5, they automatically lose 1. Huh. Neat. Wasn't on my... that wasn't on my radar there. That's kind of cool. Now they're making LZs for all those positions. I might as well just garrison these, because the server can easily handle patrols like that.
This is Vanguard, Alpha 8 secure, waiting for Jaskin.
Move on to Alpha 9 east.
Be advised, they have a platoon-sized element from what it looks like. And shooting from a helicopter is very hard.
Yes, yes it is. Good observation.
Hey, Firma, how close is that element towards Alpha 9?
It's right on top of it.
Roger.
Point.
They're doing a great force split, though, of having multiple groups engage everything at the same time. And they're still air towing RPVICs back, which is also good. I know the Uncon has AT, but he just bled out, and yeah. I don't know what I have selected, but it doesn't like it.
Also looks like there's a resource vehicle to be picked up at Alpha 10.
Brimstone.
Did y'all really
ground
just kill
command.
yourselves on the drown? Like, come on.
To the southwest of
Clan
89,
Doran
got
Gaming.
target
I'm assuming you're a Mandalorian streamer then, but please correct me if I'm wrong.
We do have the healers on the campus, so
Thanks for the raid, buddy. What were you playing?
We're engaging now.
And for the Chinook, there's a pickup at Alpha 10.
I think I burned all my AT.
Pick up Alpha 10.
Yes,
got
I
you.
did. Have some beans, thank you.
Vanguard, there's also
Toe
one
beans,
sentry
nice.
for Spec at Alpha 8.
And hydrant. Oh, I didn't realize San Heli worked at a clan system. Neat. So what, for Halo, or are you something Arma related for an elite-based Halo 3 unit?
Roger, thank you.
Dorana, gotcha.
You're not anywhere near the wall, correct, Vanguard?
Correct, we are not near the wall.
I think he said water, not wall, but...
The exterior's dead.
Oh, that was effective.
I help.
Thank you for the strike.
Each day, dog.
Used to be the 2IC of a Halo Arma unit, fair. I think that's the only area of Arma 3 that's had any, like, pretty large growth in the past few years, and I think that was spearheaded by Serentic. Everything else growing normally. Yeah, that's fair. Well, the op is pretty much just doing a bunch of cleanup. This is literally the 20th mission in this entire campaign, so... They're just grabbing a bunch of stuff that they got intel on, and we're not even halfway through. There's still all this other stuff to go with here, so... It's probably one of the most boring parts of the campaign so far, because now it's just, There's another resource vehicle.
Dominators, Vanguard, there are enemies across the river as well. Feel free to engage.
But they're just cleaning up a bunch of stuff that they didn't know about till recently.
Brimstone to ground forces approaching on the resource point, including Vanguard and others. You are assaulting anything to the
Productivity-wise, probably one of the best stops they've done, though, and this chucklehead keeps...
Air assets are coming in hot, loose, and all that infantry. I
think they went to defend only because of the air assets, yep.
Vanguard copies, we're on mark.
But they're starting to get cocky, which means I'm gonna be aggressive. That was short, the rocket was in front of him.
You also got contacts to your northwest who just showed themselves to me. Greetings.
I'm about to get rocketed. Went for the jet. Oh, I missed the jet. Fair enough, Doran. I'm gonna be honest, as someone that's played almost every aspect of Arma 3, I couldn't see...
Winchester on pods.
I could see Elites being fun for maybe a month or two, but after 2 months, I mean...
Copy, are you able to swim across the river?
There's not a lot of weapon variety.
We'll be able to swim.
Copy, I'm RTB.
Ops would be pretty cool for those 2 months, but I mean, humans would probably get super generic unless there was something to recreate with the Covenant War.
And an AT-man.
Yeah, eyes on him.
Headshot him.
He's down.
Appreciate you.
I don't mind losing the bird. I mean, yeah, no, if he's going to play low and slow, I will eventually get a shot on him. They were able to take multiple captives here. Nice. The weapons got a huge addition. For San Heli weapons, though? Because as far as I know, you only have...
point marked on map.
The beam rifle, the Covenant carbine, the plasma rifle, both the blue and the red variant. You have the plasma pistol, you got the concussion rifle, you have the energy sword, you have the fuel rod, and that's it. And the needler. But as far as I know, that's the armory there, you know? Oh, and a plasma repeater. Yeah, so plasma pistol, 2 plasma rifles, plasma repeater, Covenant carbine, beam rifle. Those are the additions. Yeah, but I mean, even then, like, you know, compared to the vastness of, like, let's compare the counterpart, like Optre itself, especially with all the extra mods that have come out for that, the weapon variety is like tenfold. Isn't Liru's nickname in high school? You don't even know me in high school. That's funny. Isn't there Covenant melee now? Halberds and spears? That'd be pretty cool if there was. I just don't know if...
Vanguard, I had an incident with a squirrel. I'm going to be down for 2 minutes.
What? I was about to say, I'm not sure if melee works for Elites, but it does, because the... the energy sword, but yeah. Oh, I agree. Optre UNSC stuff is completely oversaturated. That's why in my community, we literally do a little bit of everything. Like, this is a grandiose RTS campaign, which I'm going to be honest, has already gone 20 weeks. I'm surprised that it's still going and they haven't gotten burnt out from it yet. We had an opportunity to cycle it for something else, but they all vehemently said they wanted to keep it going. So it's like, all right, cool. You're going to drown. I'm going to remove you. I've got a Congo campaign going where every player has to individually track their gear and their rewards, and they buy their own kits and all that cool stuff. We're about to have another training campaign open up between India, Pakistan, China, and the CIA from the U.S. Charlotte's about to reveal something really cool that's Star Wars themed, similar to the Congo campaign. That's all I'm going to say about it because she wants to announce it. But that's going to replace the Halo Anti-Stasi stuff we're doing, which, you know, Doran, do you have any idea how to kill Covenant Scarabs? The swords are one-hitters? I mean, yeah, I would hope, right? Yeah, they're almost cleared with all that. That was your previous username, Chucklehead. Of course I'm going to occasionally bring it up. But here's the deal. On Mondays, we're doing Halo Anti-Stasi. We've got 2/3 of Lingor taken. It's only going to take us 4 play sessions to get through it. It's great. UNSC died day 1 because we got to war level 6 and all of a sudden the Covenant woke up and literally glassed half of the UNSC and took them all over. But I digress. Pay for pain elements. Chatbot 3 of them. We struggled to kill even 1, and then the only reason it died was because a viewer basically got a Mac cannon and blew the shit out of it. Do you have any way to kill Scarabs? I recommend Shiva or the Covenant Bomb like Halo 2. Okay. So we need to basically raise money to get a Saber then, and then equip it with a nuclear warhead, and I need to figure out how to use it.
Dominator Vanguard, airborne, coming back to you.
Because, I'm going to be honest, we only have a bunch of Sun Devils and a Grizzly tank.
Across the river towards some enemies.
And my guys apparently put like 30 rockets in it, but it did jack shit. I know we can disable it and make it lower itself and then rock it in the ass, but... I was just wondering if you had any feedback on there, but all right, if we need to resort to Shivas, then we'll resort to Shivas. At least until one of my viewers' wallets decides, yeah, more Scarabs for us. You could strap a Shiva to one. Is there a Shiva that we can get? Trying to think, like, vehicle-wise. No.
Blackhawk, please be generous, not the strike to think directly. We were told not to demo the areas.
Yeah, I got a big hit.
We just smacked the pipe direct, so.
think I was a squad leader in there, but they literally drove up to me, so free smack. I know, I'm just trying to think if it's going to be, like, the only thing I can think of that fires Shivas in the UNSC arsenal that we can buy in Atisazi are the sabers.
Obsidian ground.
I know it also exists as a static object texture. It's existed like that since the beginning of the Atre mod.
Southeast.
Yep, getting my
I'm just trying to think practically for the coming Monday.
Also, there's someone outside the wire southwest moving at you.
But yeah, I mean, back to the whole topic at hand that, you know, prompted that conversation. It's very important in Arma 3 to have variety, because otherwise, you know, things will get boring after a few months, and that's where a lot of communities struggle with player retention. Yeah, the issue is we had a few sabers and we tried to use the Shivas on them on day 2, I think, and they wouldn't fire. Yeah, what?
So the resupply Vic at point 10 was super glued to the ground, and so I lifted it up and it bungee jumped into the back underside of the helicopter. It's pulling away.
That's funny. All right, let me fix it real quick. Which one's point 10?
So then let me know when that point is secure.
Is that up here? It's up here.
Obsidian is clear of contacts right now.
Break, this is Vanguard. Enemy fixed wing above our position. Recommended helos get low.
I don't have stingers. Uh-oh.
It is currently north.
Are they misidentifying Dream
How
as...
do we know it's hostile?
It's definitely hostile.
I can see it's in Russian colors.
It's a MiG.
Hey, firm.
Shoot Dream down! I agree with this.
Vanguard mount up in the Black Hawk.
I agree with this call.
Correction, Obsidian mount up in the Black Hawk.
Roger, Obsidian will mount up. We'll be loading some casualties as well.
Also, mark up those resource vehicles.
Doran, I appreciate it. However, literally, if I were to list out everyone that has given me that offer, I would have a list that would be at least a few hundred, to be perfectly honest. I usually don't do actor or tag or op for stuff because
copy Vanguard move to Alpha 11.
it creates a really bad stigma in a community, and I don't feel like dealing with it anymore. As someone that's been running the Arma community since 2016, we used to have an entire system in a previous community I worked with that I was, you know, recruiting for and yada yada.
Dominator on foot.
No, I'm listening.
I'll bring it over. Wait one.
Where we had an entire role system dedicated for that, and it was fine for the first year or two, but then it got really toxic, and then we had to get rid of it.
2SC to ground force. Somebody update me on that MiG so I can install an English here to take it out.
This is Vanguard. I saw it head west to east to our north, about a cleg and a half. Unknown where it is.
What's that? You remember TSB and the toxicities that Tier 3's created and stuff, right?
Roger, Alpha 12.
Go and get someone to, or get our jet to take out that Migger.
Dominator lift off.
Yeah, I'm dead. Did he just call a MiG what I think he just called it? Damn it, Mac. Yeah, don't get me wrong, like, we have some ops where we do, like, checkpoint roleplay. We haven't done one in a hot second, but those we've never had a problem with, because that's, like, you know, plenty of slots where people can do whatever they want as long as they follow a simple set of rules, you know. Never had a problem with those, but when we have something where I have like, you know, 20 to 40 blue 4 and like 4 op 4, that's where things get messy. We had one run recently. I think it was Mr. Miner running one. He's one of the players in the ops right now, but didn't really work out that well. And that was actually more so because op 4 were way too cautious for some weird reason, and blue 4 were just kind of sitting around doing jack shit for most of the op. It was really unfortunate. And yeah, that's right. That's exactly what happened. That was the old Tier 3 system in TSP. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it. Yeah, the whole point for checkpoint roleplay was literally, like, you could be absurd. Like, the only main rule was just don't be a metagaming dick. That's all you had to follow, and then you were good.
Brimstone ground stand outside your Blackhawk. You have one Hue in the air, one Blackhawk in the air, one
Hey,
plane
Lux
in
Sword,
the air,
buddy. Thanks for
one
the
Chinook
57
in the
months
air.
resub. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Yeah. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Copy. Resource should be marked on the map for pickup.
Yep, we're doing that right now. Chinook's taking care one at A3. Is there any more down south?
Hold on, I'll get him TP'd in a second.
Everything should be marked.
He's in Falcon's vehicle, so we just got that teleport settled. But yeah, don't worry, if you ever want to jump into my stuff, just type !Discord. That'll get you in a majority of things. We mainly do times that are friendly to Europeans, because as an American, I have to build my schedule around my fiance. So she works a standard 9 to 5, 8 to 5, so she likes it when we can have us time after she gets home. So most of my ops are noon to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, but we do have some weekend stuff here and there. We'll probably have another checkpoint RP in the summer when we have a majority of people, but it's not on the docket right now.
Always.
Thank you, Aries. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. It's an op focused on roleplay, not the actual, like, any objectives. It's people make their own fun, and we have a lot of creative people
Brimstone, high command.
that can do that. Send message.
Arma being a fussy baby at A3 red here marker. Zealous can't deal with the trucks being fussy with them. It won't let him pick it up.
Alright. I attached it to him. Oh, yeah, it is. That's kind of weird. There. I just realized when the UH-1s got shot down. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, Command Obsidian's cleared. 12.
Let me get that reflected in their vehicles. They still have one more, but that's kind of funny that it got destroyed. You're East Coast US? Fair enough. I mean, well, I mean, the thing is, like, most people work 9 to 5s, which is why they can't do it, but again, it's Europeaners can come on. But yeah, no, we have multiple ops on the weekdays and weekends, so if you're interested, bring whoever you want, don't care. But we're definitely offering a lot of stuff that most other communities don't do, so. All forces, this is HighCom. We got 15 minutes left. I've made a second green box. You can assault those positions as well. Once we hit close to 10 and 12 minutes, I'll let you know, and we can pull back an index.
Copy. Obsidian, you're taking Alpha 13 next.
Roger, Alpha 13.
Brimstone to ground command.
They stole a Land Rover.
Vanguard whenever they need it. Do you need any other birds or anybody else to air cab anywhere, or are you posting it on foot?
I'm fine, run.
Gotcha. Is Dominator still helping Vanguard?
Yep.
Affirmative, but
I have a document open on my phone that's logging all their stuff.
Advise, ground command.
I have to fly them around them.
Gotcha. Be advised, ground command. We're clearing Vixen now. A3's being taken care of. A8's being taken
I agree.
care
I
of.
think
We're
one
gonna
of the
check
things we'll do
Obsidian
next is a
9
40k
and
checkpoint
we're getting
RP
the
because
rest of them
I have ties to a lot of the large 40k communities. I think the only one that doesn't like me is the Black Templar.
Did you have someone assault Alpha 11 before us? Because there was already a bunch of bugs here.
Aircraft might have struck it already.
Then again, I don't know. They only just randomly ghosted me, so.
Well, Alpha 11 is clear, just waiting for...
We did months of work for them, and Yeah. My understudy Valkyrie kind of burnt out on them because we would spend like 5 to 8 hours like per mission file, and then they'd blitz it in 90 minutes because it's like 40 to 60 Space Marine players. So I don't blame her for burning out, but at the same time, like that was one of like my last lessons in doing free work because it was like, bro, this is nuts. Space Marines do Space Marines, which is why I don't blame it at all. It's just that's why for other communities we only do commission jobs now because it's just it's insane. But yeah, I think a 40k checkpoint RP would be a great way to get some high numbers. So again, this summer we'll see how it goes.
Vanguard. Once you get picked up, your next point is Alpha 16.
Alpha 16, Vanguard copies.
Ares, I keep getting you confused with the Greek guy that runs BIA, because I'm pretty sure his name is also Ares, but it might be Aris, like A-R-I-S. I always get that wrong. Yeah, they cleared all that. They blew up. Oh shit.
Clarity, try to remove them.
Okay, didn't blow up any of the structures. That's good.
Pick it up so the pilots don't get confused.
Yeah, I don't think anything got blown there. They got 10 minutes left. Yeah, that's weird. The sling ropes are glitching the hell out now. Huh. Hell Knight, I will find you. I will break into your house and drown your goldfish. I'm stealing your goat. Okay? It's my goat now.
Copy.
Belongs to me, buddy.
1 times resource Vic A13, marked on map.
Alright, this is good though, because then that's going to leave like all of this so they can get done next week as they also push into Green 4 territory, so...
So next point you need to take out by yourself.
Affirm.
I'm going to have to open this in Mission Editor and do all the changes while they're doing debrief to get everything sorted, so...
Chinook inbound to A15.
Oh boy.
Alpha 13.
Yes. Yes, I think I have
Alpha
Ares. It's just,
13
again,
RP
that's always what comes up in my head. So I apologize for every time I'll bring it up. That's a double negative boot.
Dominated Vanguard, I am spooling, make
Also,
5 minutes.
if you can say I can take the hamster, I'm just going to take you, buddy, because you're a hamster.
Copy that.
So I'm going to lock you in a cage, and you'll never find your goat again. I will trade you for the goat, though. Hamster kind of just screwed himself with that one. Righto, Ares.
Do you want to see if you can try using the Huey to pick up that light Vic, or no?
Alright. And then that's just the debug mark that I use to basically hit the F key and fast travel around, but don't think it's needed. It's with an O, not an A, so follow edge, not fallow edge. Oh, man. That'd be funny if I allowed orcs and then I had the Sisters of Battle from the 5th come in and roleplay as sisters and freak out when they saw Xenos. Vix would lose her shit and start executing everybody. But I know you chuckleheads would like to see that, so...
60 seconds, Vanguard.
Hotshot, that's a DayZ commando. This is Arma.
Stone ground command.
You're killing me.
Resource Vic cleanup on the back line is currently being completed. Break. Pilot's heading to A13, and after that we should be good.
Damn, hamster, you got me there, because yes, I would have to ethically take care of you at that point. Damn, if Bloodwing worked for Lockheed, I'd have her strap you to a missile, though. But since she has ethics, she works for another one of the government contractors. Send for high command.
If we're just driving home, does it count, or do we have to like race the clock home?
I'll count it because, yeah, at that point.
Copy. Players are driving shit home just to make this go faster.
Yep, that works. So the triple R vehicles, you see them grabbing, they count as points that they can spend. The captives that they're grabbing, that they bring back, those count as intel points that give them additional locations, but they're all going to be in Op 4 territory now because they've gotten all the blue 4-1s because I don't have anything else on this map. So we literally just started spawning stuff in Op 4 territory. That's why those two are there. But Op 4, they capped a few people because I had to make a whole system for that because Op 4 was able to steal cable ties and stun grenades and put 2 and 2 together, and the viewers were like, let's say Op 4 can take people now, and it's like, fine, alright, we'll make that work.
Vanguard en route to Alpha 16 right now.
This is Brimstone 2 ground command, be advised. Resource fix should all be picked up for right now.
Cool. We have a new resource pickup at Alpha.
Hold on, I think the squad.
Bro, I saw the white light!
Hey, wait. I got him.
Bro flashbanged me just as he murdered me, and we definitely saw a white light there. God damn. That was funny as shit. If they roll a project, I'm pretty sure the other project is drones. Any additional projects, they have to upgrade the science station to use, but they'll still be discovered on the map. The drone one will be down there. There's one somewhere in this location, there's one up here, there's one over here, and then there's one over here.
Resource pick somewhere and up in.
This is Brimstone 2 ground command, birds on the way to 1-4. Do you want HVT and resource pick at 1-4 or this new place? Be advised, if you're moving the resource pick and HVT from 1-4, do you want the birds to pick them up at 1-4 or wherever you're moving them to?
Pick up the resource vehicle.
Copy.
Well, that cooked off something.
Vanguard, that wasn't a resource spec that you just bought, correct?
Negative, Land Rover.
Wonder if set object texture is working. No. I don't know what broke with set object texture.
This is Vanguard, Alpha 16 clear, moving resource pick into the open and waiting tasking.
Yeah, it might be. I keep meaning to look into why that's broken, and then I forget about it because there's like literally 20 other like actually important things for me to fix. And then I get back to it, and then it's like, ah, yeah, right, that's a thing. That's 3 and another squad leader. This is the most squad leaders I've ever captured.
Brimstone to ground command, RTB meets airbase or objective 16. Where is Falcon taking them?
RTB to airbase.
Copy, we're confused. Just making sure.
Mac, is it broken?
It's been banged up.
Yeah, no rat truck.
Alright, well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Try and lift that.
Yes,
So,
you can
one small step
remove
for
the
Vanguard.
unladen weight of the structure, not structures, vehicles, and literally have them go from like 0 to 60 in a second. It's funny as hell.
Vanguard, thank you for making me shit my pants because of that rocket launch. You absolute dicks.
Yeah, sorry, they're being retarded.
My pants are brown now. You can thank that RPG gunner.
Air them.
Yeah, we got. I want to see if I can lift this thing real quick.
We'll go.
Oh, so it has to be in is that what I've been doing wrong this entire time?
Brimstone to High Command.
Is that a message?
Interesting question from 388 Dagger. He wants to know if you can strike the resource points so Red 4 can't use them.
That's what I've been doing wrong the entire time! Say again?
Dream wants to know if he can blow up the Red 4 resource points they're supposed to take after this op so they can't use them.
That would initiate pay for pain next week, are you sure?
Nope, never mind. It was his question. I'm going to say yes, but no, he can't do it, so they disregarded them.
Hell, we should have done that before they took the points.
Yes. Awesome.
I thought I heard that we did. Did we not? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Has to be 0, because there's no -1 on the base setting. Yes. I love it, because I think textures are hidden from the Zeus interface.
Brimstone, ground command. The question has now been posed to you based on what Liru said. Jagger wants to know if he wants to flash resource points to the north, knowing that it might
Hell yeah.
early.
I love that thing. Absolutely love that thing.
I think he wasn't able to because infantry rolled up before he could, but...
Thank you, Ares.
We'll see how it goes.
Don't do that now since they're red for control.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing. Yes, it's the rat PNG.
The whole point was to shock them before they captured them.
I love this
still
thing.
Can, I think, but it would just... Never mind. We're just not going to do it.
Absolutely love that thing. Yes! Oh my gosh, let's test it real quick. On an empty one, of course.
God fucking damn it.
What the fuck is that poster, Highcom?
Don't worry about it.
That's cute.
If you know, you know.
You're an asshole, you know that.
Brimstone to ground assets. Do we have any pickups in the field still? I am over 815 right now.
This Vanguard Alpha 16 has an RPVIC.
There, Falcon, you can figure it out.
Wait, what happened? What did you do to my... What in the name of fuck did you do to me?
Probably the exact same thing he's done to a repair Vic back at the airbase.
Is Liru the reason I'm a fucking Oreo right now, or is he just fucking with Falcon?
I am black and white. I am biracial. I can't be racist.
Liru, why is the Air Force a bunch of fucking Oreos? Why is this a cookie commercial now?
We're the cookies and cream Air Force.
Cookie.
We're the cookies and
I don't
cream.
think we
What
can
about
say
cookies?
this, is we're not sponsored.
Dude,
Right,
he's
so we
turned
need
the
a pickup for
entire
the Black
air wing
Hawk
into
at Alpha
fucking
1
Oreo
and a
cookies.
pickup for a resource vehicle at Alpha 110.
Copy.
Or Alpha 1 thing.
Enemy cookie spotted.
This is big. I've kidnapped a Wookiee and we're killing sharks.
What?
A firm Vanguard is in the air, going shark hunting at this time. Over.
Alright, everyone start RTB, and I'll take inventory, and then we can get off the server.
Am I a fucking alligator rat, Liru? What is this?
Alpha 1 of us.
Be advised, Highcom, there is just a finger on the bottom of the Black Hawk. Can you stop fingering my underside?
Liru, why is this Chinook like a fucking albino turtle rat?
Two catapults we have over here.
Ah, good times. Good times.
I'll be honest, whatever Mac just said at the end there, I did not catch that.
He's calling, he's disconnecting because we're index.
Is that what this is? Okay. We got the resource fix, Highcom.
Yep.
Dagger to all ground units. Shall I go strike the enemy positions for funsies?
No. Yeah.
Dream, do not.
Oh, go ahead, Dream. Yeah, why not? I'm sure nothing bad will happen to you.
Dream, don't you fucking dare. You to land and get out of your bird. That is a directive.
Dream, I will expose your horrible, horrible secrets.
Dream, I'm gonna sell your feet pics to the Russians if you even fucking start flying that way.
I've already had them sold.
You're gonna have fucking half fucking Japanese, half Russian hot women calling your toes tiny. You goddamn thought.
That sounds sick.
Dare.
It's time for strike.
Dream, turn around.
Turn around. Trigger, do not shoot down the president, goddammit. Dream, come on, Trigger, what are you doing?
Ooh, Dream, that's your air defense warning.
My air defense warning just seems like a lot of water.
Dream. Get back here. Did you
shoot Obsidian is gonna cry.
You shot cruise missiles at him, didn't you?
Maybe.
Oh, those are cruise missiles.
If that target is on you, Dream, you will not lose them.
Vanguard to high, there is a fire at base. Please deploy firefighters. Dream is RTB and bringing friends.
Oh no.
I think all of them went up.
Oh, no, to us your Dream, be aware we can replace the MD-454. We can't replace the base. Be prepared to be shot down by friendly AA.
Okay,
What?
I'll turn around and go
What
back
did they
and
do?
blow up the enemy positions.
Why did Air try to land at the flagpole back at base?
Don't ask me, Liru.
Dream, just keep flying around until they explode and then land.
So, this is Obsidian. I got a busted ass Blackhawk here in our friendly turf that's gonna need recovery.
What?
If you're asking me what, Mac Marine touched it down a little aggressively, and then we all attacked the objective while he was fixing it, but then he left, and it's still broken.
Where is it?
Alright, I'm just gonna count everything that's active right now, so give me a second. They just execute all those
I have
people.
a thing on me, Liru. I'm struggling with it, but I got it.
Yep. Give me a second. It's a good question. Why'd you try landing on the flagpole? Yeah, bro, I don't know. Alright, there's a resource vehicle and there's a squad leader.
This is considered index. Do not fire. Do not throw flashbangs. Do not throw smoke.
Alright.
Patchwork Tall, the squad leader, reminder to
I'm
your guys,
defecting to
even
Red Bull.
on this screen, you will be penalized. Even on this screen, you will be penalized. Hold your fire, chill out.
I'm gonna gun them down.
Alright, thanks so much for watching.
Hooray.
Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of the day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.